Good morning and welcome to Gospel Bytes, where we take a bite of the gospel for the day. I'm back from a quick trip to the Philippines and we're back here at Gospel Bytes. Today is Friday, February 7th. A reading from the Holy Gospel according to Mark. Glory to you, O Lord. King Herod heard about Jesus, for his fame had become widespread, and people were saying, John the Baptist has been raised from the dead. That is why mighty powers are at work in him. Others were saying, he is Elijah. Still others, he is a prophet like any of the prophets. But when Herod learned of it, he said, it is John whom I beheaded. He has been raised up. Herod was the one who had John arrested and bound in prison on account of Herodias, the wife of his brother Philip, whom he had married. John had said to Herod, it is not lawful for you to have your brother's wife. Herodias harbored a grudge against him and wanted to kill him, but was unable to do so. Herod feared John, knowing him to be a righteous and holy man, and kept him in custody. When he heard him speak, he was very much perplexed, yet he liked to listen to him. Herodias had an opportunity one day when Herod, on his birthday, gave a banquet for his courtiers, his military officers, and the leading men of Galilee. Herodias' own daughter came in and performed a dance that delighted Herod and his guests. The king said to the girl, ask of me whatever you wish, and I will grant it to you. He even swore many things to her. I will grant you whatever you ask of me, even to half of my kingdom. She went out and said to her mother, what shall I ask for? Her mother replied, the head of John the Baptist. The girl hurried back to the king's presence and made her request. I want you to give me at once on a platter the head of John the Baptist. The king was deeply distressed, but because of his oaths and the guests, he did not wish to break his word to her. So he promptly dispatched an executioner with orders to bring back his head. He went off and beheaded him in the prison. He brought in the head on a platter and gave it to the girl. The girl in turn gave it to her mother. When his disciples heard about it, they came and took his body and laid it in a tomb. The Gospel of the Lord. Praise to you, Lord Jesus Christ. So we see this gruesome death of John the Baptist. And it was a product of adultery. A lot of people think that adultery is such a harmless sin that, you can do it in secret and, nobody gets hurt because you love, love is love. So nobody gets hurt, but there's always someone who gets hurt. In the case of King David, he killed the husband of Bathsheba, Uriah. In the case of King Herod, he killed John the Baptist. And this has been repeated over and over in history. We have even the breakup of the church under King Henry VIII, all because of these. So King Herod's brother Philip was married to a woman, Herodias. And then King Herod married Herodias, his sister-in-law, which, according to John the Baptist, was adultery, of course. And it was only John the Baptist who spoke. This was on everybody's mind. Oh, this is wrong. Have you ever had that experience when you know something is wrong? Everybody knows it is wrong, but nobody would dare say something because we're afraid of the consequence. I think that's why we lie. That's why we let things go, because we're afraid of the consequences. Truth has its consequences. We can get in trouble. But the true prophet serves not himself. He does not fear the consequences of speaking the truth, because he is a servant of God. And so John did not fear anything, and that cost him his life. But he died for the truth. A lot of people are afraid to witness the truth because they don't want to die. They don't want to suffer. And so they live this lie. It's so hard to tell people, this is wrong. Because you can be called by many names. They can ostracize you. They can call you many names, and they can even fine you. Nowadays you cannot speak against the things which are considered evil, because nowadays good is bad and bad is good. We have reached that point in history when the Bible's prophecies are coming true. So the consequence of that is, we live in such a confused society, a confused time. We live in a woke culture because we're afraid to confront the lies. And it's a sad consequence that we are facing. But there is hope. There is hope, because God has called us all to become prophets, true prophets. And if we are true to our calling, then this is the time. This is the time to say, yes, Lord, I will follow. I will stand up for you. I will stand up for truth, for the sake and the salvation of these souls who have embraced the lies. So I invite you all, follow the footsteps of John the Baptist. It's not going to be easy. We may suffer the same consequence, but our souls will be saved. So Jesus said, if you're ashamed of me, I will be ashamed of you, in front of the angels, in front of my Father. So today let us renew our commitment to the truth, to Christ, and be ready. But don't forget, you're never alone. God is with us until the end of the age. I'm Father Jerry Zambrano for another edition of Gospel Bytes. God bless you. Have a nice day. It's nice to be back.